Astronomers issue urgent warning about Elon Musk's Starlink satellite constellation. Soon enough, when we have the ISS space station taking images and videos and pictures of Earth's atmosphere, we're going to be seeing all these down there. Now, this is on the Mirror UK. Astronomers issue an urgent warning. Elon Musk's Starlink satellites are bothering them. They can't do their work. They can't observe the stars properly. They can't protect the Earth by seeing what's coming in at us, near-Earth objects, asteroids, meteors, comets, and the like, claiming that they could eventually outnumber the stars visible in our night sky. Elon Musk's Starlink satellites, that is. He plans to put up another 12,000, and he's not the only one. There's 2 more private companies. Altogether, there are going to be over 20,000 internet Starlink satellites in lower Earth orbit. 20,000. Last month, Elon Musk's company SpaceX launched 60 Starlink communication satellites aboard a single rocket, and in the first stage of its mission to provide cheap and reliable internet access worldwide. At that time, he launched, as we said, 60, and he'll be increasing that number to over 12,000. The Starlink network will eventually consist of a super constellation. Over 12,000 satellites will be his, providing internet coverage across the globe, according to Elon Musk. Within days of the launch, though, sky watchers worldwide, professional and amateur of course, spotted the satellites flying in formation as they orbited Earth, and they reflected the sunlight from their shiny metal surfaces. And you can imagine how terrible it was for astronomers who were trying to do their job, trying to view what was beyond these shiny objects. Some people unaware of the artificial satellites were seen moving as they were moving against the sky, reported them as being UFO sightings. Now, SpaceX is not the only organization, as we said, planning to launch low Earth orbit constellations to beam internet back to Earth. The international OneWeb consortium, backed by Airbus, and Canadian firm Kepler Communications are both working on similar projects. Now, the American Astronomical Society, the AAS, has expressed its concern about the long-term effects of the impending deployment of very large constellations of satellites into Earth orbit. Can you imagine? We won't be able to see the moon, stars, and the sky. Anyway, the number of such satellites is projected to grow into the tens of thousands over the next several years, and it will create the potential for substantial adverse impacts to ground and space-based astronomy. This is according to the ASS in their statement. These are the impacts that they would include. First, significant disruption of optical and near-infrared observations by direct detection of satellites in reflected and emitted light. Number 2, contamination of audio astronomical observations by electromagnetic radiation in satellite communication bands. Number 3, collision with space-based observatories. The ASS recognizes that outer space is an increasingly available resource with many possible uses. And they said, however, the potential for multiple large satellite constellations to adversely affect both each other and the study of the cosmos is becoming increasingly apparent both in low Earth orbit and beyond low Earth orbit. It adds that the impact of large satellite constellations need to be thoroughly assessed before the number rises further, and invited space stakeholders, including private companies, to participate in the assessment. They said, the natural night sky is a resource not just for astronomers, but for all who look upwards and to understand and enjoy the splendor of the universe, is what Jeffrey C. Hall, chair of the ASS Committee on Light Pollution, Radio Interference, and Space Debris, stated. And he said, its degradation has many negative impacts beyond the astronomical, end quote. Well, I, for one, do look up, and we still have the stars in the sky and the beautiful full moon that we see, especially yesterday, today, tomorrow, as it starts waning. Who knows what the sky's going to look like when all these 20,000 low Earth orbit satellites are above our heads. And let's not forget that they could smash into each other. And also let's not forget that every 5 years they have to be replaced because they will be dropping in gravity coming towards Earth. And Musk says that they are supposed to burn up in the atmosphere. Well, what happens if they don't? They'll come crashing into our garden. I guess that's the least that they could do. This is on the mirror. I'll leave a link below for you for this. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.